Hello everyone, welcome to episode 3 of the First Watch Realm Shield. Last time, our monster hunters found themselves in town doing some shopping, doing some information gathering, and having a little bit of an encounter with a couple unruly gnomes at the bar. They met a variety of people from the town and had some good conversations with Eravin and Mekor and Hoki and Jasper and the innkeepers Gwyn and Barrett. However, they did decide to go ahead and take on their next contract, which is to hunt down a wolf pack that has been threatening people who have been traveling along the Slow Lady near Ulrora, which is a neighboring town to the south. So, as you guys find yourselves on the trail again in the forest, beginning your process of tracking down these wolves, let's start the next episode of The First Watch. The day is much grayer and rainier and foggier than the previous ones have been, as you guys find yourselves now on day 2 of travel, heading down towards the area of the forest that you know there to be ruins near Ulrora. As your bounty had indicated, this wolf pack that has been terrorizing people was found in and amongst a set of ruins that have turned into a cave system in that area of the forest. However, waking up this morning was not pleasant as you all shake the dew off and are woken to light misting rain and fog, which is restricting your vision and just making it difficult to navigate as you go along. You have, by your best estimates, another couple of hours of travel until you get to roughly where you're hoping to be, although the ever imminent danger of these wolves who might be out and about hunting is on your mind, as well as all the other types of creatures that you might face in a foggy forest. So, as you begin your tracking process for the day, what would you guys like to do?
Are we like in the thick of the forest, or are we outside the forest?
Very much in the thick of the forest at this point, having to travel through dense forests and woods in order to get to where you're going.
Okay. Got it. I'm just gonna look for signs of a pack of wolves. Mm-hmm. Okay. Same as a troll, just broken branches, footsteps, anything like that.
Okay, go ahead and roll a survival check to do some tracking.
I'm checking to see if there's any, like fresh kills anywhere, like big game, small game, like deer, rabbits, things like that.
Make an investigation check.
What was it for me, survival?
Survival, yep. And make sure, because you are in your favored terrain, so make sure any bonuses that are, double check that it applies to that.
It does, the forest is mine. Okay, cool. So
investigation's 9.
That's 14 for me.
14 for you? Okay.
Actually, sorry, 15.
15,
mm-hmm.
Okay. You don't find, Sikya, any signs of bodies or anything like carcasses from a wolf attack. Hyde, you spend a good, 30 minutes looking around, trying to find something. The trouble is that with the light rain and the fog, it's making it incredibly difficult to find anything that would have been washed away. However, you do finally come across one fairly large-looking wolf print. You know it's not Luna's, because hers are larger still. Mm-hmm. But you do find one track that's heading off in a slightly northeast direction. Okay. And so you possibly indicating that you may have passed where they may have been at this point.
All right. Here's a track. Finally.
Which way are they going?
Northeast.
You do get the sense from looking at that track that it's probably been 3 hours since it was placed, which means not too long ago, while you guys were sleeping and not too far away, there was a wolf.
Just one.
So one print is all you find at the moment.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. I say we follow it.
Yeah, I think so.
Let's do it.
Are we going stealthily?
I don't think we're gonna sneak up on wolves.
I don't think so. Could Luna?
Actually, yes.
Okay.
We should always be stealthy in the forest.
Okay.
This is not our land, this is their land. So
And the good news is that as a ranger with the forest as your favorite terrain, moving stealthily does not cost you time as you go along.
it says after an hour, it doesn't cost me any time, but we've been in the forest for an hour.
Yeah. No, you are definitely in the midst of your element and have covered tracks and found your way along the path. So,
Smelling poops this way.
lots of poop smelling. Yeah. All right. Let me have you guys roll stealth checks as you start to follow that direction, and one for Luna as well.
Nice. That's going to be a 22 for Hyde, and then a 23 for Luna.
Okay. And for Sikya?
2.
2. Okay.
Oh my god, what?
That's why I was asking.
So, you guys go along, and you and Luna are just slinking in and out of things, using the fog to help keep you hidden. Sikya, you are just happily traipsing.
I'm trying. I'm trying.
You're supposed to be.
And it's a lot of in the wet earth,
I'm being so quiet.
and like turning and bumping the shell against a nearby tree. It's not sneaky. It's kind of the whole I'm being sneaky.
I mean, I could possibly go in the water and like swim. That might be quieter that way.
Are we close to the?
I thought we were following
close to the river. Yeah, you've kind of been following it along.
Should we try that? I can keep an eye on the shore.
I feel like we should follow the tracks,
Okay.
and the river is a little farther away.
But I can always go in the water if I need to.
Okay,
Okay.
not right now.
All right.
All right, so you guys follow the tracks for a little while. Eventually, you do come across the beginnings of the ruins. A low wall here, a cut piece of stone there. Nothing that indicates a cave yet, but you know you're getting close. And it is in a different direction than you expected. You seem to have gone a little bit astray and too far south, as this brings you back up just a little bit northeast, not too far.
Okay.
But that you are finally in the realm of where you need to be, and let me have you go ahead and roll another tracking check.
And that's survival.
Yeah, survival.
14.
14, okay.
15, I'm sorry. My proficiency is +3, no, not +2.
Gotcha. So you continue to find the odd footprint, and then a couple more. And pretty soon you realize that there's at least 2 of these wolf-like creatures. Again, the footprints are this weird size where it's like bigger than any wolf you've seen, but not dire wolf size. And as you guys continue along quietly as much as you can, Sikya still kind of causing a crunch and a bump here and there. Hyde, you do catch out of the corner of your eye, up front, in the fog, a quick flash of movement that disappears.
Shh. I think we've made it.
Okay.
Keep your eyes open.
Okay.
And I take out an arrow and I prepare my bow.
Okay.
And I'm just like looking for the first sign of like a wolf.
Yeah, so you look and you wait for a moment. Nothing, no other movement seems to present itself. You hear the odd sound of a bird cawing in the distance. No growls, no wolf sounds.
Okay. Let's keep going slowly.
Okay.
And I follow that flash wherever it came.
Just follow that direction? Okay, so you head that direction, quietly making your way through. Luna kind of slinking around, finding ways to support you. Sikya, you coming up on it. Let me have everybody roll another stealth check.
Oh, 15.
Nice.
10 and 16.
10 and 16. 10 for...
10 for Luna.
For Luna.
16 for Hyde.
Okay. Luna gets a little far away from you and you're not quite sure where she might be or anything. You hear a couple sounds, and then she kind of comes back in, and it may have been her kind of getting mixed up. The other of you kind of continue forward, keeping low, keeping to the fog, keeping to trees, and eventually, when you're about 40 feet away, all of a sudden, coming out of the mist, is this large stone pillar that has been tipped over, and on the other side, another large stone pillar, creating somewhat of a triangular archway into the side of a hill. And as you look into it, it kind of goes down into this cavernous area. You do see a good number of different types of tracks all around. Some wolf, some other animals, but they do seem to kind of congregate here and then lead down into the cave.
Okay. All right, this is it. Do you need to prepare anything, or are you good to go?
No, I think I'm good.
Good.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to cast Pass Without a Trace to be sneaky.
So Pass Without a Trace is on all of you, plus 10 to your stealth checks.
That's right.
As you guys breach the cave mouth and enter in, we have everyone roll another stealth check with your Pass Without a Trace.
18?
23, 33 for Luna, and 21 for Hyde.
21 and 33, all right.
Wow.
18 being the lowest, you guys are very quiet. You kind of regrouping yourself and finding footholds on the rocks as you kind of go into the cave, and you make your way slowly down into darkness. You guys all have dark vision.
I do. 60 feet.
60 feet?
I don't know. Where would it say that?
It would be under, like, on the front page, like features and traits, or...
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you don't have it?
No, I guess not.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
Whoops.
So, you guys breach the mouth of this cave and begin to go down. Now, as you get farther and farther down into it, the light begins to choke off. When you look back, you can see that speck of light in the distance from where you came, but you are going farther and farther into the side of this small mountain that you've come across. Hyde, you have dark vision, so you're able to see very well.
I do.
However, Luna is starting to have a problem as she is slipping on things and kind of starting to get really antsy. And Sikya, you too are unable to see forward at all as to where to go.
I'm going to keep Luna very close.
Okay.
Just walking side and side by her, keeping my
Kind of
hand
leading
on
her along.
Yep.
Okay.
I'm going to say, hold on, this might help. And I'm going to light my torch.
Okay, so you light a torch, which illuminates, I believe, about 10 feet around you. Gives Luna a little bit to work with. It doesn't give you much vision, but you are able to see kind of your steps and where you're going. And you, as you light this torch, and you having already seen this with the dark vision, you see that this is a fairly long and slightly winding tunnel that goes down. It kind of curves every once in a while back and forth. And it becomes very quickly apparent that there's something not completely natural about how this has been cut. It's too even. There's too much of a path as you go. The ceilings are fairly low. Luna especially is kind of having to hunch just a little bit. It's fairly low for you. And there's just a lot of like kind of loose rock on the ground, and you have to be very careful with your footing because every time you kind of hit a piece of loose rock, and you can hear the echo of kind of go out.
So is it a steep, like?
It's fairly gradual. There are parts where it gets a little steeper, but it very consistently heads down, and then, like I said, it kind of curves back and forth a little bit.
Got it. Is it kind of like a half circle?
As far as the shape of it, yeah. I mean, there are parts where it's a little rounded. There are parts where it feels more cut out.
Like perfectly cut, like
not perfectly cut, not like Dwarven Make or anything, but not naturally burrowed or bored. Definitely angles of some sort.
Okay.
Does it look dwarven?
It
was made by humans?
Make a perspective check. Or not perspective.
Perspective.
That's not even a
my
thing.
perspective.
Make an investigation check.
5.
5. Hard to tell. It's big enough to walk through for an average sized, definitely for a dwarf, for even a human sized person, but.
All right. keep quiet.
Okay.
We'll be careful. We'll keep going down.
Okay.
I'm gonna check for traps as we go down.
Okay, so you are checking for traps. Make a perception check for traps. 14. No traps that you see. However, you do see places where the loose rock has kind of been kicked aside, almost as if kind of like someone has been running over it.
Running over it?
Yeah, like footsteps have been kind of moving things. Like there's definitely some places where it's like almost like a somewhat of a path through the middle, where a lot of the loose rock has been shoved to either side.
Okay. We'll continue down that path.
Mm-hmm. Okay. You guys go for about 10 minutes or so. Your first torch eventually does run out.
Okay.
You light a second?
Yeah.
Okay, so you light a second torch, and you guys continue your way down. As you begin to turn the corner to your left, you do hear just a faint kind of barking sound that kind of echoes through from quite a distance away.
Okay. I'm gonna stop and see if I hear anything else, like it coming towards us or anything.
As you listen now and you take a moment, make a perception check.
Not great. 9.
You hear that same noise and maybe a couple other kind of voices and like barking, growling type voices there, and Luna kind of, you can feel the hairs beginning to stand up.
But
on
does it
her,
feel like they're coming
It doesn't
towards
sound
us?
as if they're coming towards you. It just sounds distant, but it's really hard to judge with how much it's echoing around in the cavern. It is starting to, the path is starting to widen a little bit, and you're starting to see more stalactites and stalagmites and more natural cavern type formations at this point.
They're ahead. I don't know how much farther they're ahead, but they're here.
Okay. Let's keep going.
All right. Okay. You guys make your way through one of these kind of opening caverns that you come across and back into more of a tunnel-like place. You turn one more corner and hide. As you turn the corner, you see a couple shapes up ahead of you, probably about 40, 50 feet away. You see these kind of hulking, kind of four-legged shapes off in the distance.
What do they seem to be doing?
It seems to be, as you take a moment to stop and watch these things, two wolf-like creatures that are kind of pacing around and kind of barking at each other and kind of growling at each other. As you guys wait here with your torch lit, standing there, all of a sudden they both look over towards you, and the light from the torch kind of catches their eyes and they kind of gleam at you, as both of them now turn and begin kind of pacing in your direction and growling and getting low and coming towards you closer, now 35 feet away.
So I see both of them?
You do see both of them, yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna take out my bow and just, without even thinking, loose an arrow.
Okay, let's go ahead and roll initiative then.
Okay.
If we're going into combat. Initiative numbers. Hide.
18.
18. Sikya.
14.
14. And 10 for the creatures. So, as you now get full view of these creatures as they're beginning to stalk towards you, you can see they've got an interesting anatomy to them. They're tall and hulking with these large, more dog-like muzzles and mouths, huge raised backs, but the paws themselves kind of taper down and like they have these thin legs and small paws, which is where maybe you got confused before with tracking them. They both begin to just foam at the mouth and come towards you. However, you, being quick on the draw, get the first shot. So, Hive, you are up first in the initiative order.
Cool. I'm gonna Hunter's Mark the one on the left.
Okay, Hunter's Mark on him. I'll let you place that. Okay.
Right. And then I'm going to shoot him with my bow.
All right, you loose an arrow at him.
It's going to be 17 to hit.
17 definitely hits. Go ahead and roll your damage with Hunter's Mark.
7 points of damage.
7 points of damage, nice. All right. right.
And then I'm going to shoot at him again, actually.
Okay, you're going to take your second attack to fire at him.
Ooh, 9.
9 misses. So the first arrow goes, and in that moment of trying to decide, should I have Luna attack? No, I'll fire again. Like you don't get it off in time, and it kind of careens off to the side, hits a bit of the cavern wall.
Okay.
All right, any movement?
Nope.
All right, staying put. Sikya, you are up. You have a torch in one hand.
Okay.
And you can kind of just barely make out these two hulking shapes coming at you just by kind of the last dying embers of the torchlight.
Okay. Are they 30 feet away?
15, 20, 25, 30, 35. They're more like 40 from you.
Could
40
I?
to 45.
Oops. Sorry. Could I just move up like 10 feet or so?
Yeah.
Okay. I just want to get within 30 feet.
15, 20, 25, 30. I'll have you move up 5 more.
That's fine.
Just to be safe.
All right. I'm going to use my action to cast Bane on both of them.
All right. So Bane, is there a save on that?
Yes. Charisma.
Charisma. Natural 20 on the first.
What?
And a 9 on the second.
Oof.
So the first one, the one that was Hunter's marked, does not get it. But if you can place one of these guys, the other guy is baned.
Which one?
The one without the Hunter's mark.
Okay.
There we go.
So that would be action. So he, whenever he makes an attack roll or a saving throw,
Minus a d4.
he has to roll a d4 minus.
Yes.
Yep.
All right, so that brings us to the wargs. So they are going to move with very quick speed, and they're going to actually come all the way up onto you, Sikya, as you are now the spear point of the group. And the first one's going to take an attack against you, and that is a 24 to hit. So that is 9 points of piercing damage as it bites into you, and you need to make a strength saving throw.
$14.
14 just makes it. So you are not thrown prone as it tries to wrench you to the ground. The other one is now going to attack you. That is a 15 to hit.
No.
Minus a d4.
Oh, yes, minus the
Oh,
d4,
yeah.
which it was still going to be a miss, but minus
Sure.
4, so an 11 to hit.
Okay.
And that one misses as the first one wrenches you. The second one goes to bite and actually gets your shell. Heads up real quick. Are you wielding your hammer? Or you just got the torch in your shield?
I just have torch and shield right now.
Okay, so you
I'm
still
not
got your 19 AC from your shield?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
I'm not holding a weapon right now.
Not holding a weapon right now. Sounds
Awesome,
good. All
Was the
right.
first one 8 damage?
It was 9.
Sure, it's
9.
It
Okay.
was 6 on the roll plus 3.
Okay.
So 9 points. All right, so that'll be their turn. That brings us back to Hyde.
Cool. I'm going to shoot the one with Hunter's Mark.
Okay, go ahead and roll your attack.
14.
14 does hit.
Okay. Nice. 18 points of damage.
18 points of damage. Goodness.
8
So
on the
you
D8
loose
and
another
6
arrow.
on the D6.
Yeah, exactly. So you loose the arrow. This time with it being much closer, you're able to like pinpoint exactly where you want it to go, and it sinks down deep into the kind of the front shoulder of this warg. It kind of yelps in pain and skitters back. That is, not enough to quite kill it, but it is looking really rough right now.
Okay. And I'm going to have Luna attack the one with Bane.
Okay, so Luna will rush forward and attack him.
That's going to be 21.
21 definitely hits. Go ahead and roll, and he'll roll strength save with a d4 minus.
It's going to be 14.
14. All right, and he is thrown prone
Oof.
as he fails his strength check. Oof. All right, so she grabs him with her mouth and just grabs him by the leg and kind of pulls it out from underneath him, and he kind of skitters and falls down on his side. All right, so that'll bring us to Sikya.
All right. For action, I'm going to do Sacred Flame on the one that's on the ground.
Okay, and that's a save.
Yes, deck save.
Dex save. Minus the 4. 10, so that's 11.
Nope.
So
just hit a
fails
13.
that.
All right, so then he takes D8 radiant.
All right.
So that would be... Oh wait, I'm 5th level, so that's 2. 4, 7, 11.
11 points, nice.
All right, that was action. Yeah, I'm gonna keep the action right now.
Okay. And that will bring us then to the wargs. The first guy's gonna stand up. And they are both going to, as they're both very badly hurt right now, they're both gonna use their action to disengage and then turn and begin to run up the cavern. So it'll be 5, 10, 15, they'll take them to the edge of this board. All the way, if you guys can push them back there. And as they start to run and disappear around the next corner of the cavern. But that is their turn. They get to right there about the edge. So, Hyde, what are you doing?
Cool. I'm going to shoot the one that has Hunter's Mark.
Okay, so you loose an arrow after him as it runs away.
18 plus 7.
18, cool.
$13.
13. That is enough to do it as you sink one more arrow into this beast and it goes and kind of hits the side of the cavern wall, knocks some shale off, and it just crumbles down dead on the ground.
Nice. And really quickly, I'm going to take out another arrow, shoot the one with Bane.
Okay, so your second attack.
19 plus
19,
7.
Yep.
15 points of damage.
15 points, same story, different wolf. You fire off another arrow, it hits that one, boom, where it hits the other side of the wall and crumbles down to the ground. Both creatures now lie dead.
Nice.
All right, I'll take those.
Bye-bye, wargs.
All right, so
Pretty proud of that.
you guys
Yeah,
stand
that's pretty
here
cool.
kind of catching your breath after that quick skirmish. You hear more barking noises coming from down the cavern.
Gonna look at you. 2 down. More to go.
There's definitely more,
Let's
yes.
do it. And before we get going, I'm gonna cure wounds myself.
Okay, you cast Cure Wounds.
And Hunter's Mark, I'm not too familiar with it. I can move it to someone
As a
else.
bonus action, you can move it.
Okay.
However, with no one to move it to at the moment, it's gonna disappear.
Okay, got it.
Yeah.
Cool. Back up to full.
I'll say it's a concentration spell up to an hour. You could leave it on the dead wolf, and then if you see another creature, you could move it with your bonus action. But
Okay.
you're holding concentration right
Okay,
now.
sure.
Okay. All right. You healed up?
Yeah.
All right. Nice. So you guys begin to make your way down over the dead carcasses of the wolves you just killed, turning another corner.
These are not wolves.
No, these aren't. These are
Do,
big.
do I know what they are?
Make a nature check.
19.
19. You're familiar with these. These are wargs. They're in that subset of wolves. Not quite a dire wolf in size and ferocity, but definitely much more dangerous than just like a normal woodland like timber wolf or something.
Got it. But this is like their natural habitat? Like they're in their...
Yeah, wargs in the forest makes sense.
Okay.
It doesn't seem out of place.
Cool.
Yeah. With that roll, you do also know that they are pack animals. That they do sometimes. They are sometimes kept as pets. But they're by no means domesticated. They're just. I'm not going to say intelligent, but they can be worked with.
They're smarter than other.
They're not quite as feral as normally a direwolf might be. All the more reason why it's so special that you were able to tame Luna by raising her from birth. All right. So you guys continue down along that cavern. You want to move your minis. And you peek around the next corner. As you look, you see the cavern kind of comes to an end. As there's a wall of kind of earth and stone. Oddly enough, there's a door.
Like right at the bottom of the...
Like in the wall. There's it's a natural cavernous opening, but set into this kind of cavernous opening, this archway, is a wooden door. And you see light flickering from behind it, and you hear more wolf noises coming from back there.
This seems suspicious.
Yes, indeed. But we have to go forward, right?
Okay, so this was at like a fork?
No, you kind of curved around to the right.
Okay, so it wasn't like a left or right.
It's like a huge wall,
Okay.
and then there's the door, right?
Yeah, I mean, not huge.
Okay,
It's only
that's just
about 10 feet at the
Okay,
most,
got it.
but yeah.
Should we try to be sneaky?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
You keeping your torch lit?
Yes, I'm still holding it.
Okay, so you walk forward with your torch.
If we're trying to be sneaky, maybe you should put that out.
Oh, right.
I'll help you see. Can you not
Okay.
see anything if it's out?
No, but I think I can because of the light coming from the door.
There is
right?
some light coming
Yeah.
through the doorway.
All right,
Yeah.
so I'm going to put up a torch.
Okay, so you'll douse your torch. It is very dark, and it's hard to see your immediate footsteps, but there is enough light coming that you can kind of make your way towards that door.
Okay.
From the noise, can I decipher how many wargs would be in there?
Make a perception check.
16.
16? Hard to tell, probably at least 2. And I will go ahead and shift the board here real quick to give you guys a visual.
Okay.
Yes.
Yay.
Let's do it.
All right, so Hyde, you come up to the doorway to kind of get a listen and get a look, yeah?
Yeah. Sneakily. Well, before I even try to open it, can
Okay.
I look through the slits and see if I see anything?
Yes, you look through the slits and are able to perceive a medium-sized cavernous opening with a couple different kind of rock formations building themselves up. You do see inside a series of goblins. I said you do see, and it thought I said, "Hey Siri." Thank you, technology.
They're out to get us.
As you see a whole horde of goblins in there, and along with them, kind of tied off in the corner, are a couple more of these wargs. And strangely enough, in the far corner of the opening is this large iron rusted cage. This wicked looking thing with very tight bars that as you try to look through, you can't quite tell if there's anything inside of it. It's too hard to see through the slats and then through the cage. But there seems to be goblins kind of walking around it and around the entire room. They're talking with each other in Goblin, nothing that you can make out, and kind of eating pieces of kind of dried meat and throwing some to the wargs next to them. They don't seem to be aware of your presence currently.
There's a room full of baddies.
Okay.
Goblins and wargs and a big cage.
What's in the cage?
I don't know. I can't see through it.
Oh.
Probably something big and scary, I would think.
I would guess, yeah.
But we have to go in just shooting spells and arrows. You ready?
Should we try to draw some of them out?
How do you propose we do
Well,
this?
I mean, we just came around a corner. Like, could we back up a little bit and then try to make a loud noise, have them come to us?
Sure.
Sort of funnel them through?
That's a good plan, yeah.
Okay.
I'm
Let's try to do that.
down for that.
There's a fair amount of noise coming from within. And as you're now closer, you can hear just kind of this lots of raucous sounds and laughter and kind of scuffles that are happening between the different goblins. You surmise it might take quite a bit to get their attention.
I think we should still try it.
We could
It's
try.
a good plan.
I'm just
Two are better than 8, or I don't know how
Right.
many there are inside, but there's a
Right.
lot.
yeah. Let's do it.
Let's do it. Make
Alright.
a loud noise.
So we're gonna back out into the hallway. How far away was when we turned the corner to
The
that
bend,
door?
20-25 feet.
Okay. So we're gonna kind of back out a little bit, and I'm gonna cast Thaumaturgy.
Before
the door?
Before
Oh,
you
okay.
do that, can we get ready for an ambush? I'll
Yeah,
hide,
like-
and then I'll tell Luna to hide, and we're across from each other,
Okay.
and then you can
Okay.
do your thing.
So I'm gonna cast Thaumaturgy at the door and make a earthquake.
Okay, so you're shaking the walls
Yeah.
and shaking the door and everything? Okay. So you guys get in position and you reach out and cast the spell. Everything begins to shake. They don't seem to even notice.
Right.
Okay.
I may have to do something a little more obvious.
That was the no joke. Perception check. Natural 1.
Oh my
for the
goodness.
goblins.
I'm gonna tell Luna to.
Can I see through the door?
Yeah, feel free. There's a bunch of goblins and wargs
Okay.
in a cage.
I'm gonna kind of go back to the door,
Okay.
kind of peek through. Do I see 3 goblins?
You
Ish.
peek through and you see up to you see 5 of them milling about. Yeah.
Okay. We do magic missile on 3 of them.
Okay. So
from the
you're
door from where I
like
can
firing
see.
through the door.
Like the keyhole.
Stick your finger in one of the
Basically.
slits.
Yeah, the
That's
door
awesome.
is rickety. It's slatted wood. Like there's room to kind of get through.
Okay.
So
I mean, it's
yeah.
120 feet, so I'm
No,
assuming
no,
I
no,
can-
totally in range. So you're gonna hit all 3 of them.
Whichever ones I can see.
All right.
Yeah.
I would say that you can see from there. You could probably see this guy.
I mean, I can hit, like, if I can see one of these, I
You
don't think I can
the
see
warg.
him.
You can see this
They're
warg.
tied down. So maybe we should
True.
worry
Yeah,
about
let's
them.
do those. The goblins first.
Okay.
Whatever
so
3
I
can
would
see.
say that you can see this guy and these 2.
Sure.
This guy's kind of hidden. This guy's not a great line of sight.
Let's do that.
All right. So 3 magic missiles go bursting out. Go ahead and roll damage for those.
All right, so that is. So they all get 4 points of force damage.
Well, you have to roll for each one, just so you know.
Oh,
You
okay.
roll for each missile. So the first one's 4.
So 4.
Mhm.
That's 3 of them. So that would be 5
5
and 3.
and 3. All righty.
And then I'm going to back out the
And
hallway.
as she can we say that as she's doing that, I can be like on another side of the door in another slit with my arrow.
Oh, already happened.
Oh.
Already
Okay, sure.
happened.
Fair.
So, and because at this point the goblins now know that someone is here to attack them, and we are going to roll a new initiative. Hyde, what did you get?
16.
16. Sikya,
18.
18.
I know.
All right, and that will put the wargs and then the goblins. Alrighty, so here we go. You guys have not yet opened the door. You're looking through it and blasting your magic. Sikya, you actually get the first turn as they kind of stumble and then kind of turn around and start to orientate themselves towards the door and begin to rush forward, but you have first shot.
Cool. So I'm going to. What should I do?
What to do?
What to do? There's so many things. I'm going to cast Spirit Guardians,
Okay.
That's
Spirit
my
Guardians
action.
on yourself.
and
And that's concentration.
yes,
Okay.
and then bonus action, I'm going to cast Spiritual Weapon and just try to hit the one that's whichever one that's closest to me that I can see.
Goblin
It's
or
60
warg?
feet. Goblin.
This is the guy that you would have been able to
Yeah,
see. So we'll
do
drop
that.
the spiritual weapon right there.
Sure.
And how does that appear?
So what is the floor? The floor is dirt.
The floor
or
is like dirt
stone?
and rock and stone. Yeah.
Okay. There'll be kind of like some pebbles that start to like shake, and all of a sudden, like from the ground is kind of like this like swirl
Yeah,
of like
like the-
pebbles and rocks, and this big hammer or big warhammer comes out of it.
Nice. So like the
Like, knocks
arcane
on the
energy comes out of the ground in the
Right.
shape of these pebbles and rocks, swirls into a miniature tornado that then forms into your warhammer
And then
and attacks the first guy. So go ahead and roll
All
an
right.
attack.
spell attack would be 18.
18 hits. One roll damage.
All right, and then that would be 7.
7. Wham! It crushes this goblin.
Whack-a-mole.
Whack-a-mole style.
Done.
Yep. And then just kind of comes up floating, waiting for the next one.
Right. Yep.
Alrighty.
Amazing.
So, is that your turn?
Yes.
Hyde, what are you doing?
So cool. I kicked the door open.
Okay, make a strength check.
6.
6. It shakes and doesn't go anywhere.
Oh, no.
Is that my action?
That is, I'll say that's your first attack. I'll give you as an attack, so you could take a follow-up attack.
Okay.
You could kick it again.
Would an
or-
action be opening the door?
Sure, you could give that a try.
No,
that
but
would be,
I'm asking. Like, would I waste them?
it would be, yes, that would be interacting
Okay.
with an object.
Got it. So instead of doing that, I'm gonna find a slit and I'm gonna shoot one of the goblins that I can see through the slit.
Okay,
with my
so
bow.
I'll say you could get perspective and get this guy right here.
Okay, I'll do that. Natural 20.
Natural 20, all right, roll damage.
And my... Oh, he's not 100
He's
so
not,
never
no.
mind. So that's 12.
12 points of damage. You stick an arrow in his eye, and that goblin goes down.
Nice.
That's
Alright,
it.
so that's your turn. So the wargs are going to begin thrashing, and let's see real quick. Yep. They are going to break their small ropes that were attached to them, and they're going to begin kind of rushing at the door and begin to actually trying to get through at you. The goblins are then going to, this goblin's going to begin shouting something, and they're all going to fall back. And they're going to actually hide behind this stalagmite. Is it a mite or a tite? I can't remember which ones come up from the ground.
I don't know.
I'm sure the internet will have something to say about it.
Yeah, for sure.
Did
I
any?
would say mites and tights.
I
but
think
don't
so.
know.
Yeah. Did either of the wargs get within 15 feet of me?
Yes, they would have.
All right. They need to make a wisdom saving throw, and their speed is halved.
All right,
Silly
so not too intelligent, no. So a 4 and a 13.
13, I believe, is my Yeah.
So that would save.
So that one saves. The other one, though, takes 9, 10 radiant damage.
10 radiant damage. Nice.
Are they still butterflies?
Oh, wait, one of them saves, so he takes half.
Okay, so
Do
5
I
for
re-roll
the
for
other
him,
one.
or?
No,
Okay,
it's
5.
you roll it once. And
Okay.
then- yep. All right, so they each take some damage from, is it the butterflies again?
The spirit guardians, yeah.
Yeah, so it's from these like butterflies that are swirling around and cutting at them with their wings. All right, that will bring us back to Sikya.
Cool. The door's still
Clear
closed,
it
right?
The door is still closed currently.
Okay. I'm going to see my spiritual weapon.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to try to move it like behind this one and like bonk him on the butt.
All right, yep. Roll an
Best
attack.
why
fight
not?
ever.
All right, let's see. Oh, that's gonna be a 12.
That just misses.
Yeah.
So you're not able to see very well from behind the slat from this particular angle. You try to summon the weapon closer and bring, but you don't quite get it close enough, and it behind on the dirt and kind of kicks up a dust cloud before it comes back up.
All right, so that was bonus action. Action. Can I see anything else from here? Can I see the other warg?
You can, yep. You can see they're both kind of like right in your face and obscuring view of anything else.
I guess I'm going to cast blindness on him.
Okay, on which one?
This one.
That one right there? All right.
So he has to make a Constitution save.
That is a 13.
Yeah, he saves.
Just save. So the blindness, the eyes begin to cloud over, and then it kind of shakes itself and resists the spell.
Oh, okay, that's my turn.
Alrighty. That brings us to hide.
Cool. As the eyes are clouding of that one warg, I'm going to use one of the slits to shoot through and hopefully get him while he's blinded.
Okay, so I'm going to, because of how close they are, they're like right up on the door, and because of like trying to shoot through, just the combination of all the circumstances, I'm going to say that this is going to be a disadvantage. Because you're already like kind of arranged in melee-ish range, trying to shoot through something. Okay. So.
Well, it's going to be 14.
14 does hit.
Ooh, yay.
So you are able to still, even with the crazy, circumstances, get an arrow through and into it.
Okay. 5.
5 points of damage. All right. Not quite as good as you would have hoped, as it kind of hits a lot of the fur and kind of sticks in. Still does some damage.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to hunter mark the same guy that I just shot.
Okay.
And then shoot him again.
All right. At disadvantage again. Get this to stay on him.
16.
That does hit. Go ahead and roll.
Awesome. 16 points of damage.
16 points
Nice.
of damage. That is enough to slay that one as the second arrow finds its home and he goes down.
Gotta love that +9 for reach.
It's crazy. All right. So that will bring us to. So that's your action, bonus action.
Did I use bonus action?
You did.
That
for
was
Hunter's
Hunter's
Mark.
Mark.
Yep, that's it. Yep. All right, that brings us to the creatures. This warg is going to turn. He's going to hear a command, and he's going to turn and run back this direction and begin to kind of fall back over here. The goblins are all going to kind of hold where they are. You hear them kind of barking at each other, and you hear the rustle of something being opened up or gone through.
Oh no.
From this distance, any attacks through that slat are definitely going to be a disadvantage on that warg, and you can't even see the goblins.
So that was their turn?
Yep, that was their turn. So it's up back to you, Sikya.
All right. I'm going to say, well, this is getting old. I'm going to use my shell to like try to ram the door.
Okay, make a strength
Your
check.
shell, so you
My
would have to
shell.
go backwards.
So I'm kind of like going backwards,
Yeah.
trying to like.
Love
Not
it.
that it matters very much.
Maybe
but-
there's a little run and a kind of jump and turn.
Yeah. 20.
20 breaks open. You go tumbling in and kind of catch yourself. Actually, make a dexterity check. A dexterity saving throw. Saving throw. As you kind of burst through. See if you gain your footing.
3.
3. No, you do not. You hit the deck and slide in prone on your back. Very much turtle on its back, legs kicking in the air imagery. But the door is down.
So the door is down.
Yep.
All right.
You can use half your movement to get up and recover.
I know, but it might be more fun to do something else. So I'm going to do my bonus action first before I get up.
Okay.
Can I, if I do spiritual weapon while I'm prone, like, is that a disadvantage?
No,
or
no.
Okay, 'cause it's already
However,
up
you
there.
can't get it there because you can only move 20 feet on your bonus action.
20 within 5 feet.
Just out.
Oh, sorry,
Just
I can't
out of
see with
range.
this thing.
Yeah, sorry.
Okay.
It would be just out of range to
Okay.
get there. Get it to like there as he's kind of tucked back.
Okay, I'm going to move it as far as I can.
Okay.
I guess I'll use half my movement to get up,
Okay.
and then I still have 15 feet.
Yep.
So, can I get like here, like kind of hiding behind?
Over
this
top
guy?
of the warg.
Like kind of trying to use him as a shield.
Sure. Go ahead and make another or
Also-
make a acrobatics check to get over top of him.
You could have
Really?
moved and then done the spiritual weapon.
No, the spiritual weapon only has the
Yeah,
range that
it's-
it's got.
it doesn't
It's not
matter
like
where-
tied to her.
Oh, okay. got
It like it's
Oh.
like 120 feet
Makes
from me or
sense, got it.
something.
Yeah,
What am
so
I
make
doing?
an acrobatics check to get up over top of the warg.
Really?
Yep.
You're just
I'm just
punishing
like
me.
watching you.
I'm like trying to move. You're like, see if you can do it. 7.
7. And you go prone again on the other side of him.
I'm on the other side.
And you are on the other side. So it's a lot of like, get up and stumble over top. Yeah.
But am I half covered? technically then?
Depending on the angle, possibly.
You can't see me.
Yeah, it's he was here. You're you're not
Okay.
like purely behind him.
No,
but,
that's fine.
Yep.
That's fine.
So that's the end of your turn.
Okay.
Hi, the door is open.
Okay.
I'll just, just for the ease of this, I will remove this piece. Go ahead.
Cool. I'm going to jump on top of Sikya. I mean,
No!
Set it. It's happening.
Add
No.
an insult to injury.
I'm gonna jump on top of Luna,
Okay.
and I'm going to use her speed to get to the warg.
What is her speed?
50.
Yep, just enough.
All right. So when we get there,
Yes.
I would like to hop off, and that's
Okay.
half of my speed.
Okay.
So I know it's half of my speed to mount and dismount. So would that be my whole speed if I
Yes.
mounted and dismounted?
Yeah.
Okay, sounds good. And then I'm going to fire an arrow at the warg.
Okay. So the action of mounting and dismounting too, I feel like this should burn more than just your movement to
Okay.
get up on her, move, and then get off of her.
Okay.
Unless you want to try to do it hands-free and make a check So basically, the idea is that if you're going to do all that and pull out like a weapon and attack.
Can I backtrack a little bit? And while we're riding, can I take out my bow and shoot at the warg?
Yes.
Okay.
So this will involve a check for
That's okay.
dexterity.
Yep.
So you're riding towards her. You've pulled your bow out and you're firing at the warg.
That's right.
Still, is the goal to still end up where you currently are?
Yes.
Okay.
But I will not get off of Luna.
You won't get off of her. Yep. Okay. Go ahead and roll a dexterity check first.
Got it. Before I do that, can I move bonus action, move Hunter's Mark to this warg?
Sure. Good call. All right, so roll a dexterity check.
Okay, 16.
16, that is enough. So you are able to maintain your balance
So dope.
while you take the attack. So go ahead and roll an attack on the warg.
Okay. Oh no. 9.
9 is not enough. So you maintain your balance, but not enough to actually keep your aim true, and the arrow goes wide.
Okay. So I'm gonna stay still on top of Luna, and I'm gonna command her to attack the warg.
Okay, so she will bite out at it. Go ahead and roll an attack.
That's going to be 18.
18 does hit.
Okay.
And he'll roll his strength save, which is a 14.
17.
17 points of damage. Nice.
Wow. Crazy.
All right. However, he is not thrown prone.
Okay.
I believe the DC is 13, right?
That's it.
Okay, yeah, he rolled 14, so. Alrighty. So that'll be your turn. So
And I'm on
brings
top
it-
of her.
Okay. That brings us to the warg's turn. He is going to bite right back at Luna. And that is a 23 to hit.
That hits.
22, sorry, but still hits. It's going to be 13 points of piercing damage, and she now needs to make a strength saving throw.
That's going to be, she gets advantage on those. That's going to be 16.
16. So she does not thrown prone. However, I need you to make another dexterity saving throw because you are on top and she is being jerked around as she is trying to maintain her footing.
7.
7. You unfortunately are thrown from her. We'll say in a random direction. I'll roll. So you are thrown backwards and you land prone on the ground.
Got it.
As she keeps her footing, but not yours, unfortunately.
As he lands and I can see him, I'm just gonna be like, "Oh, hi, hide,"
Hi.
while he's on the ground.
Hi. What happens when you try to be cool?
Right?
High risk, high reward.
That's right.
All right. That brings us to the goblins, who you got a glimpse of as you came around. This goblin has some sort of a box in his hand that he is furiously trying to unlock and open up. He is going to turn and shout something towards this cavern opening in goblin. He's like, and you don't understand it, but he shouts it towards that opening. This goblin is going to take out his short bow and fire at Luna. That's an 8 to hit. The other goblin's going to do the same. He's going to kind of sneak around this way and actually sneak all the way around. Let's see. 10, 15, 20. Yep. And is going to try to stab you while you're lying on the ground.
Seems fair.
But that is only a 10 to hit.
Misses.
5 and a 6, even with advantage. All right, so that one misses. The goblin boss is going to pull his scimitar, kind of snake his way forward here, and take 2 attacks. Or no, actually, he's going to use his action to continue to try to unlock the box. All right, and it remains locked at the moment as he's fumbling with the key, trying to get it open. That brings us to the end of the round, so back to Sikya.
All right.
You hear footsteps.
Do I know where they're coming
Large
from?
footsteps coming from somewhere back in here.
Great. Okay. Well, first I'm gonna use half my movement to get up. And then I have 15 feet. All right, let's see. 5, 10, 15. Would that bring me to here?
It would, yes.
Okay. I'm gonna do that.
Okay.
My spirit guardians are gonna attack him in a minute. I'm gonna move my spiritual weapon over here to the guy with the box.
5, 10, 15. Yep, can
20.
float it right in there.
Okay. So I'm going to do my bonus action attack towards him.
This battle board is awesome right now. There's so much going on.
7. That misses.
7 does miss, unfortunately.
Yeah. And then for action...
I love that that's not your action.
I know, right?
Spiritual weapon is nice.
All right. Can I see the guy with the box?
Not from your current vantage point. He is completely hidden behind that
All right.
stalagmite. I looked it up.
This this guy in front of me is bugging me. I'm going to cast Sacred Flame on him.
The one that you're going to
Alright.
get with your spirit.
Yeah, like right. Well, yeah, no. Okay, never mind. Can I see any other one? I can see him.
You can, yep.
Okay, I'll cast Sacred Flame on him.
All right. Dexterity save.
Yes.
That is a 8. And
So
8.
no.
No, fails.
So 2d8, 6, and 3. So 11 radiant damage.
11 radiant damage. He burns up and falls prone.
Oh, wow. Nice. Okay,
You have taken out the second warg.
Okay.
so that's my turn.
Alrighty. Nice turn. Good job. Hyde, you are on the ground. You've got a goblin trying to stab you.
Okay. Cool. I'm gonna get up. Use half my movement to get up,
Okay.
and I see Sikya coming, so I know she's gonna take care of that guy trying to stab me. I aim at the goblin boss.
He has some cover right now, but you can get a shot off on him.
Okay. And I'm going to move Hunter's Mark towards him. Bonus
Okay,
action
yep,
first.
you can do that. Whoa, there went my hunter's mark. Let me go get that.
Flew.
There we go.
That's going to be a 13.
13 unfortunately misses as the arrow actually hits the stalagmite side and
Okay.
careens off.
And then Luna, go! And then she's gonna go towards him and try to bite him and tackle him.
Okay, she'll bite out at him. I'm gonna move this warg for cleanliness purposes.
Did he die, the other one, or did he just fall over?
He's dead.
Oh, okay.
So, this spiritual weapon right next to Luna. All right, Luna attacks.
It's a 9.
A 9 misses, unfortunately, as the goblin boss kind of turns his back and Luna bites into this chainmail shirt and kind of careens off of it.
Question: If
Yes.
does the attack have to hit in order for them to do their saving throw to see if they get knocked prone?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because the idea is that you clamp down and then try to like wrench them to the ground.
Okay.
Yep. Alrighty.
That's it for me.
Sounds good. That brings us, well, not to the monster, to the wargs. They are gone. But
And
to the
Luna's just gonna be
goblins.
growling in this guy's face.
All right, trying to
Super
intimidate
mean.
him. Yeah. The goblin next to the boss is going to stab at Luna.
Oh, no, keep going. I was going to say this guy needs to do his thing, but whenever you get to him.
Yeah,
Are
I'll
there
get to
two?
him.
Yeah.
Okay.
So first of all, he's going to hit her with a natural 17.
Yep, that hits.
That is going to be, let's see, 5 points of slashing damage against Luna.
Okay.
And then that goblin is going to disengage with its bonus action and disappear into that cavern.
Okay.
The goblin boss is going to turn with his and pull out his scimitar and begin taking attacks at Luna.
Wait, did the other guy take the box?
He's still got the box, but the goblin boss, but he's now
Oh, the
pulled
boss,
out
okay.
his scimitar and he's beginning to slash her as she is now in his face. Natural 1, and then with his second attack, 17.
That hits.
That hits, okay. 6 more points of slashing damage.
Okay.
Actually, sorry, the second attack has disadvantage, so that actually would have only been a 7 to hit.
That's not a hit.
So, does not hit Luna, as slashes and then misses with the second attack. Also uses his bonus action to disengage.
Oh, actually, they both take attacks of opportunity from Luna.
No, because they disengaged.
Oh, true.
That
no, they
negates
don't.
the attack of opportunity.
That's the thing. Yeah.
And he is going to disappear down that hallway as well.
But he has Hunter's Mark, so you know where he is, right?
That's right. Yeah.
All right. Then that goblin has to make a saving throw, correct?
Yes.
That is it wisdom?
Yes.
That is a 10. So fail.
No. So that would be 7, 9 points of radiant.
They churn him to pieces. There are goblin bits all over the floor.
Nice.
As it's almost like swarms and like covers him, and then the butterfly swarm disappears, and there's just no goblin left.
That's great.
Alrighty.
So good.
All right, I'm gonna say hide. There's something down that hallway.
Top of the round, you guys hear those footsteps get closer and closer, and then a shape begins to emerge, almost not fitting through the cavernous opening that it's trying to come through, as it kind of crushes its way open and uses its arms to push over a rock as a large ogre steps out into the cavern. What was your initiative? Was it 18, I believe?
Yeah.
All right, so the ogre will go. Let's see, we'll make the ogre monster 2, and it will go right after you.
Oh boy.
Can we say that while there was a brief moment before the ogre came in, can I say, Sikya, you gotta get Luna. She's looking a little rough.
Okay.
Sure, I'll give you that one.
Okay.
All right, so top of the round, Sikya, you're up.
Okay. How far away is she? 10, 15. Oh, I can reach her.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm gonna run up to Luna. And action, I'm gonna cure wounds.
Okay, so you can go right up to her.
It's second level.
All right, roll 2d8.
4, 6 plus 2, so 8 points she gets back.
8 points of healing, nice.
Thank you.
And then bonus action. Don't know what this guy is, but I'm going to try to hit him with my spiritual weapon.
Okay, you move the spiritual weapon over
And
and
also,
swing.
he's within 15 feet, so he needs to do the wisdom thing
Oh, at the top of his turn.
at the top of
Yep.
his turn. Yep. All right, so spiritual weapon. That's going to be 15.
15 does, let's see here. That does hit, yes.
Okay, cool. So that would be, oh, 8. Oh wait, 8 plus 2, 10.
10 points, nice. As they begin to, this, or that's the spiritual weapon or the spirit guardian?
Spiritual
That's spiritual
weapon,
weapon.
yes.
So the spiritual weapon, boom, comes down on him. Doesn't hit him in the head, hits him in the shoulder, and kind of, he kind of grunts and kind of waves at it and looks at you with this kind of drooling, red-eyed, just kind of grimace. He's got these big, sharp, not sharp actually, almost like broken off tusk-like teeth that protrude up from his jaw. All right, that brings us to his turn. He is going to kind of give you a, but then look down at the nearest creature to him, which is Luna. He's going to bring his great club up. Actually, before that, he's got to roll as a wisdom save.
Yes.
That is a 17.
Yeah, he saves.
Okay, so does he take half damage?
Yes.
Okay.
So 7, 8
8 points. 8 more points of damage. Nice. So he kind of, even through the pain of all the butterflies attacking him, he brings his great club up and just brings it down on top of Luna. That is a 10 to hit.
Misses.
And he misses. So Luna kind of dodges out of the way real quick as boom, this giant great club hits the rock. It sends an echo through the cave that is almost deafening. This is a mean swing that he's got on him if it were to hit.
I believe it.
He is then going to kind of pull his great club back up onto his shoulder and get ready for his next strike. But he's going to stay where he is, and that'll bring us to hide.
Okay. I am going to do Hunter's Mark on him.
Okay. So you're moving the Hunter's Mark from the other goblin boss,
Yep.
which you did sense was somewhere back in here,
Okay.
and you're going to bring it onto the ogre.
Yep.
Oh, and by the way, his speed is halved.
Okay.
And I'm gonna shoot at him with my arrow.
No.
9.
9 unfortunately misses.
Okay.
It actually hits one of the few pieces of armor that he's got, which is on his arm, and it goes flying off.
Okay. And I'm gonna do it again.
All right, another attack.
15.
15, that does hit.
Cool. 8.
8 points. Nice.
Okay, and Luna didn't take an attack, so she
Is
uses
taking
the
the
dodge
action. Yep. Perfect. Alrighty. Any movement for you?
I am going to have 30 feet, right? Can I sneak by here so I can be like flanking on the other side?
You can certainly try. Let's see. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. You get within range, but you don't get out of range. So you don't take attack of opportunity.
Cool.
And there we go.
There we go.
Alrighty.
That's where I am.
That brings us to the goblins, who, as soon as you get in position, you hear this scuttering behind you, and you turn, and you realize you just put yourself in flanking position with them, as both of these goblins that had disappeared before now rush up behind you with their scimitars and go to stab at you with advantage because of the ogre on the other side.
But he's not engaged with me, though.
He is there, and he is an unhindered ally. So he doesn't have to be necessarily engaged with you.
Okay.
The idea being that you were engaged with him, and now they're coming up from behind you
Sure.
and getting almost like a sneak attack on
I
you.
get that.
So the first one is, this is just the normal goblin, that is a 21 to hit.
That hits.
And you will take 8 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
The other goblin is going to be a, let's see, his first attack is a 16 to hit.
That hits.
And that'll be 5 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
Then his second attack is a disadvantage, but canceled out. But that is only a 9. So that last one does miss as they begin just trying to just stab at you with everything that they've got. That brings us to Sikya.
Okay. So action, I'm gonna do firebolt towards the big guy.
Okay.
Oh, that's a 9.
You have
somehow.
advantage, though, because I'm flanking, right?
She is
could
not
I-
within melee range,
Could I have
Oh,
moved
it's
up?
only...
and that's a
feet?
ranged spell.
So it
So
would
it's
cancel
melee
if you did.
attacks. Yeah.
Oh, so no.
No, not advantage. No.
Even if I was flanking.
That even if you got
It
the
would
advantage,
cancel
you'd have
that.
disadvantage for a ranged attack in melee.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Also,
it missed
advantage on
anyway.
flanking only works with melee attacks.
Okay.
Just so you know. So you actually still be at disadvantage.
Okay. So anyway, so that didn't go. So then I'm gonna do spiritual weapon again,
Okay.
and that's gonna be 17.
That hits.
Okay. So 3 10s, 8. That's gonna be 4, and this is force damage, by the way.
Force damage, 4 points. Nice. The hammer comes around, it hits him this time in the ribs. And you hear something kind of snap a little bit, and you go,
And then can I move, like, between Luna and this little, like,
there's
thing here?
not really room, especially
No.
because of the size of like your shell and everything.
I just want to, like, try to get a little cover from him.
From Luna?
No, from him.
Oh, from him. I mean, you can move back around the stalagmite.
No, it's okay, I'll stay where I am.
Okay. Alrighty, that brings us to the ogre. He is going to take another attack at Luna. He doesn't want to. He doesn't want to turn around, and he's not worried about hide. So yep, he'll take a swing at Luna. Natural 1. So
I was going to say it's a disadvantage, but...
he actually brings it down and loses grip on it, and the actual club itself kind of actually goes rolling off to the side a little bit. Nice. He then kind of uses his movement, half speed, to kind of walk towards it and pick it up. He does take an attack of opportunity from you if you want it.
Yeah, from me and Luna, right?
He doesn't get out of range of Luna,
Okay.
so no.
And it would be disadvantage for me because it's a ranged weapon?
If you shoot a bow at him, yeah, because
Okay,
you're
but I
shooting
can-
it as he's leaving, so he's not ranged yet when you fire.
Okay. Could I use
Actually,
my...
no, I'm sorry. I believe an attack of opportunity has to be melee.
Okay.
So,
Can I do it with my short sword?
sure.
Okay.
Yep.
That's going to be 13.
That does hit.
Cool.
Go ahead and roll your damage.
I think it's a D6. 8 12.
12 points, nice. All right, you slash him with the sword, and he kind of grunts as it hits him in the back, but he still continues forward, grabs his club, picks it back up, gets ready for his next attack. Hi, you're up.
Now that he's at range, I'm going to shoot him with my bow.
Okay. Go ahead and take your first attack.
10.
10 just misses, unfortunately. It hits one of the dangling skulls that he has kind of as ornamental jewelry around him and kind of sticks in the eye and dangles there for a second before falling down.
Okay. And I am going to tell Luna to bite him.
Okay, Luna whips around and takes a... Oop, knocking over Sikya, but you get right back up. And takes a bite at him.
That's going to be an 18.
18 hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
17.
17 points, nice. That is literally just enough. How does Luna want to take out the ogre?
Nice.
She is going to pounce and bite him in his neck and kind of like dangle from there until he falls.
Nice. So she leaps up, grabs on, and as he's kind of turning to get ready with his next club attack, she hits him in the throat. And all of a sudden, you just see blood begin to gush out from around her jaws and come flowing down the front of him. Luna is getting covered in ogre ichor as it's not that she throws him, it's that he goes down to one knee and then the other knee. And now all of a sudden her paws are on the ground and she's... as she pulls the ogre throat out of him,
Mortal Kombat.
leaves a gaping hole of just blood and gore as he falls forward.
Yes.
And expires.
Nice.
Great.
All right, so he's off the board. Back to the goblins, who are going to see this, shriek, stab at you one more time. Not with advantage, but that is a natural 18 on the first one for 6 points.
Okay.
And then the second one, natural 2, and then his second attack with disadvantage is a 13.
That misses.
That misses. So they stab at you, one of them hits, and then they disengage and turn tail and begin to run back down this cavern and wherever it may lead. That brings us to Sikya.
All right. I can see them, correct?
They are... No, you cannot.
How far
They're
away
disappearing
did they go?
down into a dark cavern.
Like, how far away did they go, though?
Well, you were about 5, 10, 15, or 20 feet away, and then they disappeared another 5, 10 feet past that. So anywhere from 30 feet-ish past.
Can I run up to the doorway? And I'm just going to magic missile both of them.
Okay, you can't see them.
Not even with, like, the light from the door?
Well, there's no
What I'm
light
saying
coming
is,
from
like,
back here.
no, I know, but, like, from here, that way, like, can I see their...
They
They're
are
running away from
just out
me.
of visual range of
Oh,
where you
okay.
can see.
Okay.
Yeah.
Never mind.
You do see them where
Okay.
they are. They are just running straight down a tunnel,
Okay.
but that's with your dark vision that you make them out.
I guess I'll hold my action until
You're going to hold
I've
magic
done
missile?
something. Yeah.
Okay, so you hold magic missile waiting to see an enemy. Hide, what are you doing? So they're about 30 feet away from you,
Cool.
just running down this tunnel. The one still has the box underneath his hand.
Okay. I'm going to Hunter Marks the guy with the box,
Okay, put it back on him.
and I'm going to shoot him with my bow.
Okay, go ahead and take your shot.
That's going to be 15.
15 misses
Oh.
as it hits that chainmail that's on the back of him, on him as well, and kind of gets knocked off to the side.
Okay. Gonna try again. 14.
14, another miss. This arrow doesn't even hit him; it just kind of goes off into the distance.
Yeah, that's it.
You gonna run after him? You gonna you already used your bonus action?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh. All right. So that
I mean,
brings us.
can I just move? How far are they? 30 feet?
They're about 30 feet away. Yep.
Okay. I'm gonna use my full movement just to kind of get close to them.
Okay.
Actually, 20 feet. I want to
20
get
feet?
right up to them.
Yep. So you get about
Just to keep it
there-ish.
visual.
Yep. and keeping up with them. You see him run off into the dark,
Okay.
and you can barely make him out, mostly from the white from his dreadlocks. But you still don't see the goblins.
Okay.
It's your turn. Oh, actually, no, I'm sorry. It's the goblin's turn.
Yeah.
They
I was
are
holding
going
my
to
turn, but
dash
I can't see anything.
and just run another 60 feet down. And they actually turn a corner and disappear from your line of sight. All right, that brings us to Sikya.
I don't know. I can't see anything, and I don't. Yeah. I can't do anything. I guess I'll just yell, "Hide! Come back!" And I'm gonna turn around and try to check out this cage over here.
Okay, so you run back over here and roll a perception check.
Natural 20.
Natural 20. You look through the bars, and what you see is surprising. You see a small, four-legged creature with. It almost has like the appearance of like an ape or a gorilla, except for the fact that its face is like some sort of a cross between a dog and a pig, with these sharp teeth and these long, wicked pointed ears that come out very far from its head. And it kind of shambles around, almost kind of walking a little bit like an ape around the inside of the cage.
You said a mix between an ape and a pig?
And a dog or something. Yeah, it's very...
Like the snout is...
It's more of a flat,
Okay.
but it has almost like the pig type nostrils, but then like big sharp teeth. It's very unsettling and odd looking.
Okay. I don't know. I guess I'll just wait for Hyde to come back.
Okay.
Are we still in?
I'll say that we can loosen up the initiative order right now, but the goblins are getting away if you want to give chase.
Let me just check on Hunter's Mark to see exactly how I track.
You know exactly where they are. You can sense it that they went around the corner and they're 60 feet away from you right now.
Okay. I'm going to yell back at Siki, like, I'm going to get that box.
Okay.
And then I call Luna.
Okay.
And-
Luna uses 50 feet, or easily gets up to you. Yep.
That's 25 feet,
Yep.
I think. And then I hop on her, and then she's going to use the rest of her movement and a dash to try to catch up.
Okay, that gets her about another 70 feet or so, which actually does allow you guys, and we'll just go theater of the mind here for a moment. It allows you guys to get around that corner and just gain on those goblins immediately. You come up right to them. They are headed towards what looks like an upward part of the cave and heading up to possibly another cavern or the ground level.
Okay. But there's no light.
There's no
okay.
light yet, no.
Okay.
It's just starting to incline.
Okay.
But you get right up on them.
Okay.
They turn around and, startled by you, slash out with their scimitars at Luna.
Okay.
However, because of how startled they are, it's going to be a disadvantage.
Okay.
19 and 18. So the first one hits. And the second strike, the best is a 12.
That misses.
So, oh no, just the one. So 7 points of slashing damage against Luna.
Okay.
And they kind of hold their ground for a moment, kind of trying to figure out what to do.
Okay. And it would just me being them for initiative right now, right?
Yeah, we'll just
Okay.
say kind of
Okay.
go back and forth
Cool.
for a minute.
So I'm on top of her. Me and Luna are stopped. I'm just going to shoot an arrow at the guy that's Hunter's Mark.
Okay, go ahead and roll an attack.
Would that be disadvantage because I'm close?
Yes.
But if Luna is engaging him, would that be...
But you're not flanked with
Okay.
Luna. Yeah, you're on top of Luna.
Okay. So if I get out of Luna and I go flanking, would they take an advantage?
Nope,
attack?
you could stay within 5 feet.
Okay,
and move
so
around.
I'll get... I'll...
Yep, so
dismount.
you vault over top of them
Dope.
and land on the other side and turn
Thank
around.
you for that.
You can either attack with your sword at advantage or your bow at disadvantage.
I'll attack with my bow at disadvantage.
Okay.
But it's flanking, so it's a straight roll.
It's a straight roll.
Okay, got it. That is 25.
Okay. Who were you attacking?
The guy with Hunter's Mark.
So with the box.
Yeah,
Okay.
the guy with the box.
You go to fire the arrow, and he grabs the goblin next to him and whips him in front of him, and that goblin takes the arrow to the chest.
Dope.
So go
Love
ahead
it.
and roll damage.
Oh, not Hunter's Mark. That would be 11.
11 points of damage. The life leaves that goblin as he drops him, and then he actually dropped the box, pulling him in front, picks the box back up and starts looking around for a way to escape and begins to just curse at you in goblin.
Love it.
He is going to pull his sword and try to swipe at you.
I wasn't done with my turn, though.
Okay.
I still want to do something else. I was going to do something with Luna, but quick clarifying question. Read detect thoughts. Would that be in common if I detect them or in their language?
You will have to try it and find out.
Give me a sec to just look at this real quick.
And that's an action. You've already taken your first attack.
Okay, so never mind. So it's cool because he's looking at me and I took my action, and then Luna is behind him and she's gonna pounce and bite him.
All right, go ahead.
And that would be an advantage because we're flanking.
It would be, yep.
Is that cocked?
That looks cocked, yeah.
It's 5. That would be 12.
12 misses. She bites into that chainmail shirt. It is keeping him
Chainmail shirt.
pretty much free from any damage at this point.
Yeah.
All right. He is then going to pull out his sword and try to swipe at you.
Okay.
First attack is going to be a 15.
That hits.
Okay. I'm sorry. That is a 15. My bad. I thought it was a 14, but it's a 15. 4 points of slashing damage. And his second attack, natural 1. So he misses with the second one.
Okay.
Very badly, like wildly flailing,
Okay.
putting himself off balance.
Okay.
Would I have had enough time to, if I headed down the tunnel, to catch up with him?
At this point, I would say kind of following along the wall and everything, you could.
No, I'm not following. I'm just like running in the dark.
Roll a dexterity check. Basically, keep your footing.
He was just gonna give
Natural
it to you,
1.
too. Oh my god.
I mean, it's been like 6 turns of him, so like eventually would I have gotten there?
You
fell
got
down a few times.
about a few feet in and face planted, and it took you a minute to get up, and you walked a little more and face planted and took it, and you are just about to get to the part where it curved around at this point. But you, with a natural 1, you've been falling and tripping into things all the way.
All right, so by the time that he's done with...
We'll go one more round, and
There.
then I'll say you could get around.
Okay.
But you still can't see anything.
No, I know.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna use my short sword and stab at him with advantage.
Okay.
That would be 21.
That hits. Go ahead and roll your damage.
And he's Hunter's Mark. Great. That's 12 points of damage.
12 points of damage. You get in up over top of that annoying chainmail shirt and get him in the clavicle. It doesn't kill him, but goes in deep. You feel it going like 3-4 inches and then pull out. And he's like shrieks and begins to like hold the wound with his free hand, like his sword kind of up here, trying to stop the bleeding.
Actually, if I have him on the clavicle, can I have Luna attack while my sword's still in?
Yeah.
Okay.
So you actually hold him there. He's trying to pull the sword out, and you've got him pinned there with it.
14.
14 misses. She he's jerking around and she goes for his head and it kind of dodges inadvertently out of the way.
Okay.
At this point, Sikya, you round the corner, huffing and puffing, having Tribute scraped up and kind of bleeding a little bit. You hear a bunch of sounds, but you don't see anything. It's pitch black in here.
I thought that they were... Okay, so I thought that they had gone outside by this point.
No, they're still in the tunnel that had curved around.
And there's an
no
uphill,
light
but
at
it's
this
not
point.
like the outside. It's just more
Right, but is there light coming from...
There's not. It's an incline beginning to go up from Hyde's perspective, but there's no light yet.
Okay. I misunderstood that. I thought that they had like gotten almost
Sorry.
outside at that
Nope,
point.
not quite yet. They're still underground. You guys
Okay.
have gone down for quite a ways.
Okay, well...
Do you have any more torches?
Yeah.
Okay.
I guess I'll light another torch and...
So that'll be your action to light the torch, but you still have a bonus action.
Okay. I'm going to cast Healing Word on Hyde.
Okay.
First level.
All right, so Hyde, you see all of a sudden the illumination of a torch from behind Luna, and then feel healing energy hit your body as Sikya speaks out.
That's 5 points.
5 points.
All right, that'll bring us back to what you're doing.
I'm gonna take the sword over his clavicle and try to go for the stomach.
Okay, go for it.
17 plus 7. 20.
Yeah, that's it. You go through the chainmail shirt, break through it, and get him in the gut. Go ahead and roll your damage.
Okay. 8.
8 points. Not enough to do it. He's looking rough, but he's still standing. He's a tough one.
Okay.
And he's trying to kind of get away from you guys and pull, but you keep sticking him with the sword. On his turn, that's right, you have another attack. Yeah.
And then Luna's gonna take her time this time and carefully tie him, and then try to bite, like at the nape of his neck.
Okay.
Oh my god. 13.
Nope, gets him in the shoulder, no damage as it hits the chainmail again. She can't quite get that head that she's going for.
Okay, that's it.
All right, so he's gonna slash at you again, 2 times. 16.
That hits.
That's 4 points of damage.
Okay.
And natural 3, so that'll miss.
Okay.
He's going to disengage and he's going to run with his 30 feet. Actually, at this point, he's so beat up, he's got about 15 feet of movement.
Okay.
And he's just scrambling up that rock wall away from you. Sikya, you see this. He's, this goblin's trying to get away, holding this box, bleeding just like almost guts out. And it's a bit of a pathetic sight as he tries to escape. Sikya, what are you doing?
I'm just gonna magic missile.
All right.
I just want him to stop moving. All right, so
all 3 magic missiles right at him?
yes, so 4, 6,
One of them has to hit.
7,
Oh, they actually automatically.
They
8,
automatically.
9, 10. So 10
Finally.
points.
10 points. How do you want to kill the goblin?
I'm just like, I light my torch. I see what's going on. I'm just like,
Ooh, and it hits the back of his head and does what Luna was unable to do and blows the head clean off of the goblin.
gross.
It just leaves a splatter against the incline of dirt as he was trying to scramble up as the headless body hits the ground and then just begins to slide back to your feet.
Hey, Hyde.
You know I
How's it
have
going?
that covered.
Oh, I know.
It's actually a little annoying because I've been fighting this guy for a long time.
Yeah.
And Luna here, I point at Luna.
No, I know who Luna is.
She's, how does she look sad? Does she look disappointed?
Make an insight check.
I know my beast. That is a 5.
In this moment, it's hard to tell. Luna's still kind of growling.
She's
and feral at
obviously
things.
not happy.
Okay, well.
Be respectful of kills. That was my
Oh,
kill.
okay. Well, you can have the next kill. If you guys are done messing around with weird goblins, there's something in this cage over here you should see.
Okay.
Also, what is that box?
I don't know. That's
Go take that.
Okay. And I take the box.
Okay.
Did it also like roll down with?
It was
I'm
with the body.
assuming,
Yeah.
Cool. So I searched the body for the box, and hopefully I know that he had like a key that he was trying to open it with.
You saw him messing with it. Go ahead and make an investigation check to try and find everything.
18.
18. You get the box. You look for the key and you don't see it at first. Then you see it a little ways up the hill. It has a chain on it. He must have had it around his neck, and when the head came off and the body slid, there was no neck or head to keep it on, and the key was left behind.
Okay, I love
But
it.
you do find it, and you open it up. And that is where you get it.
Got a chest.
Okay, I get close to Sikya. All right.
Okay.
It's a piece of paper.
Well, it's a scroll.
A scroll. Okay. Let's see what it says.
Maybe I just want to pull it off. He does things very fun.
Sikya, you recognize this immediately as a spell scroll.
Can't read that.
It's a scroll about a spell.
You recognize the writing.
Okay.
As a cleric, this is a cleric spell that you have.
Ooh, it's
called,
a cleric spell.
Ooh.
It's called Word of Recall.
Word of recall?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That's dope. You should probably have it. I can't read any of these.
Well, it's a cleric thing. I think I can teleport people.
Teleport people. Like move us from one place to another.
I think so. But,
wherever we want.
well, it has to be somewhere where I prepare a sanctuary.
Okay.
So I have to prepare a sanctuary somewhere.
Okay.
Make a religion check.
Okay.
This is a cleric-based spell.
19?
19. Word of Recall is fairly high-level magic, not something that you currently could do on your own, which means that to cast this, there's some risk that it may not work were you to use the scroll. However, you can certainly try. The interesting thing about Word of Recall is that it does require a predetermined sanctuary to be set up before it can work, which probably means that this scroll is tied to a pre-existing place.
That's where they were trying to go. That's why he was trying to open it. Interesting.
Yeah. I wonder where that is.
Huh. Okay. And you can you do it right now? Let's go.
No, I can't do it right now. We don't have a sanctuary spot.
No, there is a sanctuary spot. That's where they were trying to go.
Right, but
It's tied. So you teleport to a predetermined place, is what I understand, and from what you've explained to me, and that place has already been predetermined in this scroll. That's where they were trying to go. So if you use the spell correctly, then
With your high religion roll, that is correct.
okay.
if
So
we
this would take you to a place that has already been set up where you use
Oh,
it.
okay. I mean, we could go anytime. I think we should
Okay.
probably rest up if we wanted
Sure.
to try this, you know.
Okay.
Also, there's something over there in that cage that we should really check out,
All right.
you know.
Yeah, let's check it out.
Yeah.
And also, I think maybe I already did this with my investigation check, but check for anything else that he has.
Yeah, you find a holy symbol, and although it's a very kind of nasty, angular-looking one, you find 4 gold pieces on him, and his scimitar, and a couple nasty-looking daggers.
Cool. I'll take that holy symbol.
Okay.
I'll take the daggers.
All right, you add 2 goblin daggers to your
And
inventory.
obviously I'll take the gold. Always take the gold.
Always take the gold.
All right, what are you guys doing?
I guess we're going back.
Yeah, let's go back
Yeah.
to that cave with the cage.
Okay, you guys head back over to the cage, which now, interestingly enough, this will have faded by now. Interestingly enough, the cage is surrounded in this like green fog. Kind of just barely spilling out of the cage.
Does it smell weird?
It smells horrendous as you give it a little whiff. Like you don't want to get any closer.
Can I... If I'm holding my breath, can I not do anything else?
No,
can I
you can
just
you
hold my
can
breath?
you can hold your breath and do things.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just going to hold my breath and go in there.
Okay.
And go in there?
Yeah.
It's
I can hold my breath for an hour.
right. That's not the part that I'm worried about. You want to go in the cage with the
You don't
thing?
know what was in there?
Can we see through the fog?
No, it's obstructing the view right now.
What was in there before?
It was just a little weird looking thing. I'll be right back.
Did it look angry?
I don't know. It didn't look anything. It looked weird.
Oh, I'll send Luna to go with you.
No, because I don't want the... If the
Okay,
smoke does
I'll-
something to her, I don't want it to do something to
okay.
her.
We'll wait out here. And
Okay,
I
I'll be
prepare
right
my
back.
bow.
And I'm going to hold my breath
Okay,
and
so you-
get closer to the bars.
Taking a deep turtle breath
Oh my god. It's
and
not good.
walk in. Make a I'll say make a Constitution saving throw at advantage because you're holding your breath.
Okay.
And turtles can hold their breath for a very long time.
Very long time.
Foreseen.
13.
13. Okay, so you don't inhale or take in any form any of the gas. You walk through and you kind of clear a little bit, and as you're between the conversation that you guys had and then you kind of walking through, all of a sudden the gas does begin to dissipate. You see that creature still kind of standing there, just looking around, seeming somewhat frightened and coward. Still there in the middle of the
As
cage.
soon as I see it, I prepare my bow.
All right, you knock an arrow.
So can you see it or can just I see it?
At this point, the gas would have dissipated,
Okay.
and yes, you can see through the bars.
Okay. So I'm going to kind of look at you and like point back at it.
What is that?
I don't know.
And you're in the cage with
No, I just went up to the bars.
Okay, got it.
Like it's not open, right?
It is not.
It's locked. Okay.
Okay. I take out some rations and I put it like at the edge of the cage.
Okay, it doesn't come near them or anything. There's a little bit of a noise as it kind of postures at you a little bit.
I mean, if they locked it up, they were keeping it for some reason. I feel like we should let it out. Or at least, I don't know. I don't want to leave it here.
Try speaking to it.
Have I heard it talk at all? Do I know what language
You heard it
speaks?
kind of give that bark, but you haven't heard it talk.
Okay.
Can you calm it down? I can try to calm it down.
I mean, I can do animal handling.
I can do that too. I'm pretty
Yeah,
good
why
with
don't you try that?
animals. Okay. I try to grab some dirt from the ground and rub it to try to get rid of my scent. And I approach the cage, and I take the rations again and just leave them by my feet, and I call it, "Come here, friend."
You feel suddenly in your mind this echoing sound as you hear inside your own head, "I was not running on Friday." It's a language of some sort, but you don't understand the words.
What do you need?
Creature's mouth isn't moving, it's just looking at you.
But he has a mouth. They have a
He
mouth.
does. He has a mouth, yeah, big sharp teeth in it. Yep.
Sikya, do you have water? I don't have a water skin.
Do I?
You
I
probably
would
do.
assume so.
Mine got ruined. I'm assuming
Oh,
everyone
yeah, I do
else
have one.
does.
All right, I'm gonna kind of tell you to go like this and like pour some water in your hands. Be like,
Okay. And I put it up to the cage.
It doesn't come any closer to you.
Did it
Roll
saying something.
a persuasion check with disadvantage.
11.
11. Yeah, it's not seeming to take an interest in the food or water that you're offering it.
I think he wants out.
I think so too. I mean, he hasn't tried to attack us.
And maybe we should. If Hunter's Mark doesn't hurt the person.
Nope.
Okay. So I will cast. Can I? Yeah, it's my last slot. I'll cast Hunter's Mark on it,
Okay.
and let's try to let him out. Is there a time limit?
It's an hour.
Okay. So can I do it after we let it out?
Yes.
Can we backtrack
and
a little bit?
So I would have said that you could just move it from the last goblin, but we missed a couple of concentration checks, and then lots has happened since. So
Okay.
we'll say it dropped.
Okay,
To be
sure.
fair.
Yeah.
And then recast it on him.
Okay.
When
Not yet.
you say.
Yep.
Yep.
So do we have a key? Is it a?
Were there any more keys on that necklace you had?
I checked the necklace.
It's just the one key. Yep.
I'll try it on the cage.
No, it doesn't fit.
Okay.
It's much too small. Would have only fit the box.
Okay. Can I just walk around the cavern to see if I find any?
Make an investigation check.
if you guys are looking with me, can I get advantage? Me and
Sure.
Need to call that out before you roll.
All right, I got a 7.
7. You know, I'll say it takes a while, a good 20, 25 minutes. You do eventually find a ring of keys that one of the goblins has underneath its body where it fell.
Okay. So I take the ring of keys and I just try the first one and I start trying them all.
Okay, yep. After the third one, you hear the thing click.
Okay. And as I hear it click, I'm going to cast Hunter's Mark on him.
Okay.
And I'm going to open the door and back away.
All right, so you back away here. Siki, where are you right now?
I'm probably next to Luna. Where
Still
Luna is.
with my... Oh, no, because I opened the door now.
Luna's over here. You would be over here, maybe?
Yeah.
All right, so pull this guy out. So the creature begins to come out of the cage door. Mm-hmm. And then like charges at you.
At me?
At you, yep. It's gonna jump up at you and take a bite at you.
What?
That's what I get for trying to be nice.
It's an 11,
That misses.
so it misses, and then it tries to take a swipe at you with one of its claws, and that is a 20.
That hits.
So you take, oh, I'm sorry, wrong die. You take 3 points of slashing damage
Okay.
as it rakes into you with its claw,
Okay.
and then it drops down and begins to try to run out the cave.
All right. I call Luna and I get on top of her.
Okay.
And then we...
It's running that direction.
Okay. Are me... No, Siki definitely can't get on top of Luna, right? She's way too...
I mean,
Okay.
Luna could carry her, but not the both of you together.
372 pounds.
Yeah. Siki, I'm going after her in a
Okay,
chase.
go get her.
Okay. And I get it, and we just pursue.
Okay, it's not much of a chase at all. This is not a terribly fast
I'm not
creature.
trying to attack her. I'm just
Okay.
following her.
Okay,
So
yeah,
I'm
so it's
steadily
more of
going-
a leisurely, like you could have just kind of jogged next to Luna,
Oh,
you realize
okay.
very quickly.
Sure.
Luna's having to like slow down as the creature's like moving with all of its speed, and you know, Luna's just kind of keeping pace behind.
Okay. Siki, can you join us?
Just like-
It's very slow,
you have no
leisurely
problem
pace.
keeping up. You have no problem keeping up.
It's very slow. So I'm just on top of Luna, seeing what she does.
It was so dramatic, though.
The creature begins to wind its way, and after a while, it ends up getting back to the original cave entrance.
Okay.
You guys, eventually light happens. I'm assuming you had your torch with you the whole time as you're going through the
Yeah,
dark
and I'm kind of
parts.
following Luna.
Yep. Eventually you do see light. Some of the fog is starting to clear up, although it's still a very murky day out. And the creature gets up and begins to try to bolt into the woods.
Before he bolts, I don't know how this spell works.
Which spell is it?
Tongues. I was going to see if I could talk to him. I don't know
Yeah,
how it
good.
works. Let me
Do you
find
have
my
the card?
card. Yeah, I marked it as doing it. This is my last spell slot.
Okay.
I marked it as having it. I just didn't pull out the card.
Yeah. So it grants you the ability, any creature you touch, the ability to understand any spoken language.
Okay. Can I touch it then?
You can. Yeah, you get up on it. It's not too fast.
Yeah.
You touch it, you cast tongues, and immediately it whips around at the touch, and you hear in your mind, you hear, away.
Can I talk back to it?
You can.
Okay. I'm going to say, we don't want to hurt you.
Away.
Why were they keeping you?
Don't belong here.
Where do you belong?
No, here.
Where is your home?
Far away. Another world. Wrong sun, wrong moon.
Are you talking to the beast? Can you understand?
Yes, he said this is the wrong sun and the wrong moon. He doesn't live here.
Actually, you find yourself able to understand it as well, Hyde. As the spell grants anyone around the ability to understand this
okay.
creature. It's a universal translator on that creature.
Oh, okay.
Do you need help?
Go home.
How do we get you?
Don't know.
Okay. If you stay with us, we can help you. We're not trying to hurt you.
Need food. Need home.
And I take out my rations again. You don't want this food?
Sniffs it a little bit, bites a little bit. Sikya, make an Arcana check.
She wants that magic food.
The magic food? 12?
12. There's something about this language that's just like on the tip of your tongue.
Okay.
As far as like you feel like there's something familiar here, and you're just not quite grasping it.
Like a 13.
Do you eat fish?
Just meat.
Meat water. Meat in the water? You eat that?
Any meat. No water where from.
There's no water where he's from? That's what he said?
Yep, that's what you gathered.
Okay.
Can I can I just listen to see if there's any like small critters like in the forest?
Make a perception check.
Natural 20.
This forest, there's lots of different
But
things.
can I locate
Yeah.
like one particular
Yeah,
like
there's
rabbit or squirrel?
there's a fox that you just catch out of the corner of your eye, that's kind of off underneath a log that's fallen down.
Can I take out my bow and try to shoot at
Roll an
him?
attack.
10.
10, that's enough to hit a fox. So yeah, you sink an arrow into it, and goes down.
Okay. I go over to it and I pick it up by the tail and I leave it on the ground.
It kind of comes up onto its hind legs a little bit and reaches out and just starts biting into the raw flesh and kind of comes up with a bloody snout a little bit.
What is your name?
No name.
You can relax. We're friends.
Need home.
How did they get you here?
Don't know. Sky open. Pull through.
Oh, they took him with the portal, I bet. The teleportation thing.
Okay. If you stay with us, we can help you. You don't have to, but we'll try to find a way.
No.
And he begins to trot off into the forest.
I don't think it wants help.
I think we should let him go.
Yeah.
He disappears off into the woods.
Okay.
As you guys stand here watching the creature, whatever it was, disappear off, taking a breath from the long, unexpected battle that you just faced, we'll go ahead and end episode 3 there.
Plot twist.
Pick up later to figure out what is going on.
The heck was that?
Yeah. Interesting.
Awesome.
Right.